Lady Rams pregame show starts now.
And good morning from the Cusimano Sports Complex. Chris Hugo with you today for Lady Rams softball, WMIX, and WMIXsports.com. The defending 2A state champion Nashville Hornettes come to town. We'll play 2 today, of course, weather permitting. Some rain in the forecast, but should not be a factor until early afternoon. Danny Czerwinski will join us in just a moment. This is your Landers Collision Centers pregame show. Big or small, Landers Collision Centers fixes them all. Give them a call next time you need them. That's 1-888-LANDERS, 1-888-LANDERS. We need to slip out for a very quick break. When we come back, we'll have your Central Christian Church batting orders. We'll instruct our engineer back at the station, Avery Barton, to please pick up the phone. We'll take a break. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
I'm Kevin Snyder with a look at your next rad weather. Periods of rain and a few rumbles of thunder today and tonight. High today of 61 and a low tonight of 52. Then cloudy tomorrow morning with a shower or two. We'll see some sunshine returning for the afternoon. High of 66 and a low tomorrow night of 48. Monday, partly sunny and warmer. High 76. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
You're listening to Lady Rams softball, powered by Community First Bank.
We welcome you back to the Cusimano Sports Complex. Chris Hugo with you. Danny Czerwinski will be alongside in just a moment on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Quickly, actually, we probably won't have time on this Landers Collision Centers pregame show to get you your Central Christian Church batting order, as we are going to get underway at about 9:54, so about 6 minutes early. As the first pitch will come from the pitcher, Lauren Wilson, and it'll just hit the outside corner to the lefty slap specialist, Nicole Deering. Center fielder today for the Hornets, so she falls behind 0-1. Kylie Pelfer, the shortstop. Shea Hardy, the pitcher to follow here in the top half of the first, just underway from Cusimano. It's a great bunt laid down to the pitcher. Wilson won't have a play. The speedy Deering gets aboard with an infield single, and we'll see how the tone is set from here. Following Pelker and Hardy, it's Bria Winchester, the catcher. Hannah Young, the third baseman. Abby Liskey is the DP, batting 7th. Nellie Sneed bats 8th at first base. Actually, that's 7th at first base. Emily Thompson bats 8th in left field. Ash Pelker is going to look to drop a bunt. Stealing on the play, however, is Deering, and Nashville is using the speed early to set themselves up in scoring position. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski, of course, as we told you, will be here in just a moment. He had to wrap up the Saturday Sports Show. What an impressive lineup of guests it was this morning. One of them, of course, was Nashville head coach Dempsey Whitty. We got to talk to him prior to the broadcast, as the next pitch is going to be ripped deep down the left field line and shading foul for a very, very loud strike. So, Pelker, I believe, falls behind 0-2 here with a runner on second and nobody out, top half of the first inning. So glad to have you on WMIX. Saturday Sports Show this morning was presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. We thank them for allowing us to interrupt. As the next pitch will come inside, it'll get away, and the third base will go Deering. So Nashville threatening with a runner on third now. A 1-2 count, we believe it to be, here in this top half of the first. Lady Rams softball is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. The next one's going to slip inside and get away from the catcher, Rachel Wright, but she comes up with a nice play to keep it in zone. 2-2 the count on the batter, Pelker. Hari to follow here in the top of the first. We'll get to know the Lady Rams defensively in just a moment. See what happens on this pitch with nobody out and a runner on third base for the Hornets threatening here. Pitch on the way. It's going to come. That's going to be ripped down the left field line. Stays a 2-2 count now on Pelker. Of course, little sister of, Brianne Pelker, who went on to Red Lake College to play softball and volleyball. State champion a year ago were these Nashville Hornets. They come in 23-3 on the year. Lady Rams are just 6-8. Here comes inside. Pelker will turn on another and send that foul to the opposite field. And we keep the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on and nobody out here in this top half of the first. So a runner on third base for the Hornets as they threaten here in the top half of this number 1 inning. Pitch on the way is going to be popped up foul. Behind the backstop won't be a play, and the count again remains 2-2. Defense for Lady Rams today, Lauren Wilson's your pitcher. Rachel Wright, of course, catching her today, the freshman. Junior Mallory Gardner's at third base. The senior Paige Clinton's at short today. Last time we saw her, she was behind the plate. Ashley S. gets to start at second. Kelby Quiava at first. Summer Hounson's in left field with Micaiah Rush not batting at center today. And Alexis Stewart is your right fielder for Lance Bolt's Lady Rams. Starting to miss slightly here at the Cusimano Sports Complex in southern Mount Vernon as the 2-2 pitch. You guessed it. Going to be fouled back, and Pelker will continue to stay alive here in this top half of the first. Second batter, nobody out. Runner on third base for the Hornettes as the defending 2A state champions try to get a little bingo going here in the opening inning. See what else we have to say. Probably not going to be many scoreboard updates this early. Not a lot of action today going on around the region if you looked at your WMIX Sports calendar on the WMIX Sports Facebook page. Some, but not many that look like they're going to get us updates. A wild pitch will come inside to walk Pelker on the full count. Coming home to score is Nicole Deering, and the Hornets take an early 1-0 lead on the wild pitch walk, and that puts, of course, Kylie Pelker aboard to bring up Shea Hari. A lumberous lefty here for Dempsey Whitty's Hornets. Of course, Wayne Hari is the first base coach. Got to talk to him prior to the broadcast. He was recently named, I believe, an IBCA Coach of the Year. As the runners go on Pelker, throw is going to be cut off in front of the bag by Paige Clinton. So another stolen base, aggressive base running thus far from the Hornets. We'll see if it pays off throughout the day. Doubleheader for you. We have both games on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. We apologize for the perceived lack of a pregame show, as this one's going to be lifted deep in the right field. A great catch made out there by Stewart. The runner's going to tag. Pelker heads to third base. And there you go. With one out, again threatening are the Hornets. So a good sack fly by Shea Hari, who got just underneath it. Of course, we got to talk to Wayner before the game. We had Dipsy Whitty on the Saturday Sports Show this morning, so we got to talk to both Hornets softball coaches, at least in the coaching boxes today. As the first pitch to the right-handed Winchester, the junior catcher will slip inside. Miss low for a ball, so 1-0 count to get ahead here. Wilson trying to limit the damage in the first of a 1-0 ball game, as this one's going to be ripped into center. Micaiah Rush on the run. Here comes Pelker tagging up, and it's going to be 2-0. Hornets on top on the sac fly RBI by Bria Winchester. So certainly not a bad day thus far in the early going for the Hornets. It was a single to start. A little bunt slap single, and ended up in a run, the first run to score for the Hornets. Pelker comes across on a sac fly RBI on back-to-back sac flies. It's the Hornet team that can run the bases, but right now the bases are empty with 2 outs. This will bring in Hannah Young, the third baseman. Wilson gets set. Here comes the pitch on the way. Right down the middle for a strike. It'll be 0-1 to Hannah Young. Apologize for any distractions. Keeping 2 books at the moment. Makes it a little bit more difficult. Here comes the pitch on the way. Turns inside on 1. Young will send it foul, and the count is quickly 0-2. Young, another one of the loaded junior class these Hornets have. Just a pair of seniors, I believe, in the lineup today. Nicole Deering, of course, the center fielder, the pitcher, Shea Hari. Our lone seniors getting the starts today for Dempsey Whitty. 0-2 is the count here to Young. She'll take high, and this will be a good waste pitch on a 1-2 count. And let's see what happens on the 1-2. Comes inside, taps foul. And we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Hannah Young. Liskey, of course, the DP, is on deck. Here for the Hornets, Chris Hugo with you. Danny Czerwinski will be alongside momentarily on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. So overjoyed to have you with us today. Misting out there in the Cusimano Sports Complex. Of course, we're up in the booth. It'll be a swinging strike. It'll be a strikeout in the pass ball. That'll allow Young to get aboard. So a runner on now for the Hornets as Liskey will stand in with 2 outs and the runner aboard. We're in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center, of course, your Jeep headquarters in Southern Illinois. Log on to KingCityChrysler.com or check them out at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Runner on, 2 outs, top of the first, 2-0 ball game. Hornets in control early as Liskey will rip in the 1 fouled off. And it is a 0-1 count as she gets in the hole a little early. Wayne Hari, the first base coach, Dempsey Whitty, the head softball coach in Nashville, and, of course, standing well outside of the third base coaching box. Here comes. That's going to be a wild pitch that misses high, obviously, and the count evens itself 1-1. as Young will take second base. So we're hoping for a little bit more of an auspicious start to the day, at least with some sun and the weather as far as that's concerned. As Liskey will foul tip another, and the count stays 1-2 top of the first inning, a 2-0 Hornet lead. So glad to have you with us on WMIX Mount Vernon, Marion, Terre Haute, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Details thus far are that the Hornets have 2 runs on 1 lone hit. And that was a hit by Nicole Deering. It was just a slap bunt. Allowed her to get aboard. She used the wheels, and she got around the bases quickly. And since then, the Hornets have not looked back. They have 1 in scoring position now. As Young is on second with 2 outs in the top of the first, 2-0 ball game. This one is going to be a soft liner. Hits the ground. Clinton picks it up and fires across the diamond. And 6-3 will retire the side of the Nashville first. 2-0 Hornets. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's a national icon, the 2013 Chevy Silverado. It's the hardest working, longest lasting truck on the market, and Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon has the best selection of Silverados in the area. Right now, you can get rebates up to $7,000, plus a 2-year, 24,000-mile maintenance plan on the Silverado. Nobody will beat the deal you'll get at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com, as we head to the home half of the first inning. Misting in the King City right now. So glad to be up in this press box. It'll be Paige Clinton lead off to the Lady Rams, followed by Kelby Quiava at first base. Hannah Wright's your DP. Lauren Wilson's your pitcher. Summer Hobson's out in left field today. Mallory Garner is at third. It's the first pitch from the lefty. Shea Hari is going to, I believe, I thought it caught the outside corner. Did not see the call. So we will find out. Starting lines there, presented by Central Christian Church. Log on to thenewscentral.com for service times, webcasts, and more information. That's all at thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church is loving God and loving people. So Paige Clinton, the right-hander, the senior shortstop today for the Lady Rams. Not catchy today, as Hari will fire another. This one's going to be fouled off. And the count, I believe, we could get an indication of some sort, I believe would be 1-2. That'll just have to remain a mystery for now.
Well, it will. The scoreboard left field, we're going to have to be on our toes a little bit more than normal today.
Yes, sir. Starting to mist inside the booth now. That's not as pleasant. Clinton will rip one right down to first base. No problem for Nellie Sneed, the junior, and so the 3 unassisted will be the first out today for the Lady Rams. Luckily, pitch count not as big of a factor in softball, where
there is no factor.
If you don't have to have the count, you don't really necessarily have to worry about it for an accurate scorebook. Now we're bringing Kelby Quiava, the senior first baseman, on the right-handed bat with 1 out and nobody on. Nashville leads 2-0, striking early at the top of the first. It's the first pitch strike to Kelby with Hannah Wright on deck. We told you Lauren Wilson's the pitcher, batting 4th. Summer Hobson's batting 5th out in left field. Garner's batting 6th at third, as there will be another one fouled off, 0-2. Ashley Etz at second base. She bats 7th. Alexis Stewart at right field bats 8th. And Rachel Wright, your catcher, bats 9th. And against Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Log on to thenewscentral.com for webcast, service times, and so much more.
Nashville back at full strength with Winchester behind the plate. She's battled an injury in the last few weeks. Pelker had been catching, and Pelker back to shortstop, so this might be the full unit for Nashville here today.
None too soon, as the 23-3 Hornets lead the 6-8 Lady Rams 2-0. A pitch that just misses low and outside to Quiava. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast on WMIXsports.com or on your radio home for Lady Rams and softball and Rams baseball, AM 940. There's another one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the senior Quiava. Lance Bolts, Lady Rams, of course, had a big game against Marion the other day. That was on Thursday. We're supposed to have played Mount Carmel yesterday. That game's postponed. That's the full count to Quiava. Another one that just missed outside to the right-handed batter. And we'll see what Hari does here on the full count. 1 out, nobody aboard. Here comes. That one's going to be laced foul towards the first base dugout. And we'll do it again.
Well, again, it's not the most perfect day, and I think this might be the best weather this game or games get this afternoon because there is some rain heading into the area, and it'll sit here and ready to go.
Rain protection. Yeah. As this one will be ripped right back down to first base, and a magnet in the glove of Nellie Sneed. She'll make the play, and another 3 unassisted. There's 2 outs on the board for Lady Rams here in a 2-0 ball game. Bottom half of the first inning.
Oh, yeah, this is about as good as breeze. Yeah, it's a good breeze.
Fresh air.
Rain's coming from that way. Like a renews it out here. Because it is all rain. This is as good as it's going to get for a while.
First pitch strike to Hannah Wright, the DP today, allegedly going to be the pitcher in game number 2. Here comes from Hari. Pitch on the way, swung on a miss. Good fastball that time by Shea Hari, and it's an 0-2 count to Hannah Wright. Hornets on top 2-0. In case you're just joining us at the bottom of the first, schedule get started at 10 o'clock. We got started about 9:54. As the 0-2 is going to be ripped to short, so Kylie Pelker has a little trouble with it on the wet ground. Wet softball, and that'll be, unfortunately, an E6 to allow Wright to get aboard.
And that one double hopped out there on her. Didn't take the hop she expected. It kind of, on the second hop, got up into her body and wasn't able to make the play as Rush will come in and be the courtesy runner.
Rush, of course, at center, but not in the batting order today. She's a flex, so that allows her to do that. Softball, softball. You could take a look at the nuances of the flex and DP all day long and probably still not totally understand it. Somewhat simple, as it'll be a runner going down to second base on a pitch that was high to Hannah Wright, to Lauren Wilson. Wilson, the batter for the Lady Rams, trying to make something happen in the bottom half of the first inning. Hornets, of course, are on top by a score of 2-0. Lady Rams, again, relying on Lauren Wilson here to try to make something happen. Here comes the pitch on the way. It's going to be right down the middle. Should even the count up at 1-1 strike. Again, a runner on second, Micaiah Rush, who's running for the DP, Hannah Wright. This bottom half of the first. Rain's picking up slightly. As the runner, Rush, will go down to third base on a pitch that gets away. Should be for
Mount Vernon. They're just happy to get games in for the national side of things. Happy to be playing. Maybe somebody different, obviously, than what they're used to seeing on their schedule.
Pick up a 3A school like the Lady Rams. Swung on a miss on the 2-1. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hobson on deck. Lady Rams trying to get it going. Bottom half of the first. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 Jessup County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Welcome back to a second chance for Pelker. She makes the play at 6-3 over side of the side as the Lady Rams strand a runner here in the first. We are through 1. It's 2-0 Hornets. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties. Honest deals at bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Red Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Red Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Lady Rams Softball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, Lady Rams Softball on WMIX and WMIXSports.com as we head to the top of the second. Bottom of the order due up for the Hornets is Sneed, Thompson, and Hari will get it started for a Nashville team that comes in 23-3 on the year. All of their losses are in the river-to-river Mississippi, which comes as no surprise at all.
They won the state championship last year and didn't win the conference.
What does that tell you?
First base coach is giving weather lessons down there, I already think.
I talked to Weiner.
He doesn't have to write the games. You know that?
No, I talked to him about that. I heard your interview with Dempsey Whitty this morning as we await the first pitch of the inning. And Nellie Sneed will look it into the mid for ball 1. So a 1-0 count here on Sneed to start it. He saw me wearing flip-flops and said, "Hugo, you're a man." I said, "All right." I said, "So it's not in your contract to ride the bus, huh?"
No, it's not.
He said, "No." And left it at that as the 1-0 catches the inside corner 1-1. Talked to Coach Whitty prior to the game, asked if you took it easy on him. He said, we were just worried about the bus as the 1-1 comes inside.
Yeah.
Said he went well, heard you well, and he said he always has a fun time on the show, and that's always a good thing to hear.
A couple of softball guys today, so we were backing and rolling.
2-1 coming. That one's going to be lifted deep into right center field. That one could clear the fence.
Ooh.
Well, a player clears the fence, and that could be a ground rule double or just a double. The ball never went over the fence.
No. Well, flex fence out there gives way, which is probably good. They, obviously they got the fence out there for the high school set up, junior high as well. Ran through that flex fence. Speaking of acreage, we always talk about Brendan Klein Field. Johnson Field, the Heron last night would if not be able to hold Brendan Klein, it'd be really close.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's acreage out there.
Of course, the Rams got a big win yesterday over the Heron Tigers on the road. As in steps Emily Thompson, immediately fouls one off down the third base line to fall behind 0-1. Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Rams won yesterday, I believe, 15-1 in 5 innings. 15-4 in 5 innings. That scoreboard is presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, see Tony in the King City. Look for him online at TonyWilt.com or find that white State Farm Jeep around town. Get to a better state. Inside now and low. The Camel even itself up at 1-1 to Emily Thompson with Jordy Hari on deck for the Hornettes. She follows us on Twitter, as should you, at WMIX Sports. We're on the Twitterverse. Pitch on the way. You're going to be fouled off the home plate umpire.
That won't hurt him.
That's what I think that is.
It's it. Yeah, the shuttle's in the lot.
Jerry?
Yeah,
oh, Jerry's now.
The shuttle's
in
the lot, yes. I parked right by the shuttle, in fact. And an improved shuttle.
Oh, good to see Jay Miller here in the King City. One of the better softball umpires. 1-2 the count. Emily Thompson, runner on second, nobody out. This is going to be a ground ball to third. Garner will fire across. The runner's going to try for third. And she's safe on a good slide. It was a really good slide.
Yeah, Garner had to looked her back briefly, didn't give her enough of a fake to keep her there, and got the out at first, and the runner was able to advance to third just in front of the throw.
So runner on third, one out, top of the second. Hornets on top 2-0. Game 1 of 2 that we'll have for you today. As Hari, the lefty, stands in, was looking to maybe bunt or slap her way aboard here in the top half of the second inning. Took it outside and believe it to be a 1-0 count. Rain's just there. It hasn't really intensified as much as Hari. Looking to do the same again. This is outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
It'll be out menacing. Lights are on, all 4 of them, here at the ballpark.
See what happens. 2-0. Takes high.
So where you get into trouble. If you mess around with the slap hitter too much and walk them, that's when you start getting into some trouble.
Because you have another one on deck, and that's a powerful 9-1 punch here for the Hornets. Why Dipsy Whitty designs it that way. As this will be a pitch that misses outside to Hari. So 1 out walk, put runners at the corners now for Nicole Deering, who singled and scored last time up. We're here in the top half of the second inning, a 2-0 ball game as the Hornets look to add to their lead here in the early going. Hornet team that won the 2A state title last year. I believe was it over Williamsville or was that the semi?
It was Williamsville.
I think there was a Sherrard in there somewhere along the way, maybe. Here comes. Pretty sure it was against the Bullets. This championship game. Messing around again with this slap hitter, and behind in the count is Wilson. 1 ball, no strikes to Nicole Deering. One of the 2 seniors in Dipsy Whitty's starting lineup today. Wilson gets set and fires. This one's going to be dropped down. It's foul behind the catcher, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Deering.
Nashville in that brutal Pinckneyville regional with DuQuoin and obviously Pinckneyville, and then you throw in ZRC as well, who's had a good year. Benton at 13-8, so no rest for the Wicked as trying to defend a state title going through a tough regional.
Well, I like the question you asked. We'll talk more about it probably after the 1-1 pitch as Wilson gets set to fire. Here it comes. The runner's going. The pitch is going to get away. It's not going to be enough for Sneed to come in to score. But it will be enough for Hari to take second and the count to improve to 2-1. But I love how you asked one word, surmise the river to river Mississippi, and excellent, I believe, was the word he used. But just a conference where you could get a win or you could lose day in and day out with the likes of Pinckneyville, Carterville, DuQuoin, Nashville, AJ. As the next pitch misses high, and I believe it to be 3-1 Nicole Deering. It's a great softball conference, always has been. And even better now. The softball, we're with Carterville in it now. So 3 balls and a strike to Deering. Here comes the next one on the way. She will lay off and take her base. And with 1 out, the bases have been walked loaded here for Kylie Pelker. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Kind of her moment and spot.
Pelker, finally a junior.
She's been there 10 years.
Of course, between the two of them, it feels like 2 decades. As it's going to miss inside and low. 4-1-0 count here to Kylie Pelker. She walked and scored her last time up. Came in on the sac fly RBI by Bria Winchester, who's been big back in the lineup for the Hornets. Of course, the Hornets, a program you just hear an awful lot about over time as the next pitch comes high. 2-0 now to Pelker. Wayne Hart just nonchalantly pacing back and forth from the first base coach's box.
He wears it out over there, doesn't he? He goes from box to grass to box to grass. He is everywhere.
Pitch on the way, and a misses high. 3-0 now. Hitters count. The bases loaded and 1 out at the top of the second. A 2-0 ball game. Somebody's throwing rocks or Wainer. Something's going on. He's dancing over there. Here comes 3-0 inside. That's going to be called a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Pelker. Well, interesting scenario.
Rocks
we talked about that.
Well, did you?
No,
this would be a good day to find one.
Yeah. Of course, Dipsy Whitty, an assistant to Wayne Hari on the basketball side. Wayne returns the favor here on the softball diamond. As Pelker's going to get just underneath it, but lifted into center field. Rush will come up throwing. The runner Snead is going to tag. The throw will get away from the catcher, and all runners advance. So first and second now for the Hornets on a sac fly RBI by Kylie Pelker to make it 3-0.
Yeah, just missed one there because got her hands in down just right. Just not quick enough to get that big part of the bat on. However, it did drive in a run.
So all the sac fly RBI today have gone to center field. Now we'll bring in Shea Hari. Lifted one deep in the rider last and with 2 on and 2 out. The lefty stands in and takes the first pitch strike on the outside corner. A chilly, rainy day here in Mount Vernon, but glad to have you with us on WMIX. The next pitch comes. Hari's going to get a piece of it. It's going to be right to Paige Cliff. So a good play by the Lady Rams shortstop will retire the side here in the second. Through 1.5, it's 3-0 Nashville. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
Spring is here, and just about everyone wants to be more mobile. Stop by TMS Mobility, a division of the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, for all your mobility product needs. They carry a large selection of scooters, wheelchairs, and so much more. Best of all, you can rent them by the day, week, or month. The staff at TMS Mobility can take care of billing your insurance, too. TMS also carries a large selection of vehicle lifts for your scooter. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area. It's a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
TMS Mobility, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back. Lady Rams softball on WMIX, WMIXsports.com. 3 runs on 2 hits for the Nashville Hornettes. No runs on no hits for the Lady Rams. It'll be Hobson, Garner, and Ash to get it started in the bottom half of the second inning on a game that is now, I hate doing time math, about 25 minutes old. Swung and a miss on a good pitch from Shea Hari. Summer Hobson falls behind, 0-1. In the bottom of the second, Lady Rams trail 3-0. 1 of 2 that we'll have for you today. Weather permitting, I can't imagine that the rain's going to intensify too much. As the next one, took something off of it, and it's 0-2 to Hobson as she swings and misses. Busy week coming up this next week. Rams travel to Murfreesboro on Monday. come back home to play Carbondale Tuesday in a big conference game as Hobbs is going to lace this one into right on the run to make the grab as the freshman Dieter Holzhauer. One away. Heard a lot of talk about her as a freshman.
Yeah, your freshman breaking into the lineup that Nashville has, you've got some skill because there's not a lot of room to play in this lineup. You got to earn your way in. Rain coming.
Yep, here comes.
Some of it's here.
First pitch to Garner will miss high, and it's 1-0. So nobody on, one out. Lady Rams at the bottom half of the second inning. This originally was, field number 2 is originally the varsity softball field. I guess this year they just made the decision on a ground ball back to the pitcher. Good backhanded play by Shea Hari. And 1-3 will be your second out. But they moved back to this field prior to the game against Centralia. It's a much better playing surface, we're told. Speaking of City of Mount Vernon Parks and Recreation, we appreciate Wes Plummer today for making a special trip out to let us in. Always helps us out whenever we need it. We appreciate him immensely. In stands Ashley Ash. She's swinging, missed her. She got a piece of that.
Got a piece of it, piece of the umpire. That one fit a little bit.
Landers Collision Center's pregame show was brief. We apologize, but next time you need premium detailing, give the folks at Landers Collision Centers a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back in our Mount Vernon studio. It's a marathon day for Avery. Of course, I guess a marathon day for you as well, DC. The Saturday Sports Show this morning, followed by 2 softball games. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope.
One of these days, we'll be back in studio for the Saturday Sports Show as the pitch catches the outside corner to Ash, falls behind now 0-2 with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the second. Hornets still on top 3-0. He'll be back there next week. Here comes. Off and a call, third strike on the outside corner. Lady Rams go down in order here in the second. Through 2, it's still 3-0 Nashville. This is Lady Rams softball powered by Community First Bank.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. And when there are back problems, pain is always a constant companion. The Orthopedic Center also specializes in pain management, so put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashby with Community First Bank. It's always my goal to make the transition to Community First Bank as easy as possible for our customers. Our handy switch kit helps in doing just that. Whether it's direct deposit, auto transfers, or online banking, I'm here to help. Come see me at our 42nd Street location to open your account today and let me remind you how banking should be. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to Lady Rams softball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the top of the third inning. Nashville on top 3-0, and for Dempsey Whitty's Hornets, they will send up Winchester, Young, and Liskey here in the third. First pitch can be ripped just foul. Just foul down the third base line, nothing they want.
Dempsey Whitty wanted no part of that one. He got out of the way. He wearing gloves down there. He didn't want any part of that.
Of course, All-Stars and Stitches, one of our fine sponsors. Next time, need a logo on something, see Big Dave and the crew at All-Stars and Stitches, just west of Benton High School, or call 435-5555. Nothing smells delicious. Here comes. Next pitch on the way. This one's going to be lifted deep in the left field, and that is going to be a leadoff home run for Bria Winchester.
A way to get yourself back in the lineup. Of course, Winchester, probably some of the Jefferson County people are going, now, wait a minute. Name sounds familiar. Her dad and uncles were outstanding players of Waltonville. Dad was a great catcher, as Bria is. Also a basketball player. As the Hornets, you hear them coming out to greet Winchester at home plate with that knock. That cleared the left center field fence. So that'll bring in Hannah Young, who reached on a strikeout her last time. It was a pass ball to allow her to get aboard. And eventually was stranded on second. Now she'll rip one down the third baseline foul. Garner gives it a try. Good effort there in foul territory. And it's 0-1 to Young. Community First Bank of the Heartland. See Joe David Cummins. You might know him as the president that sits at the front door, but you can also see him for a commercial loan at Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. As the 0-1 pitch comes inside, misses to Young, 1-1.
Back on the air Monday for Rams baseball with Murfreesboro. Busy week of sports here on WMIX this coming week. As Young will rip one through the left side of the infield for a single. Puts a runner aboard. So Nashville trying to keep the scoring continuing here into the third. A 4-0 lead after the Winchester home run. Home run's not a bad way to lead off an inning.
No, that helps you out offensively. Nashville, amazingly enough, only has 5 hits so far. You know, they have a bevy of runs already.
Czerwinski stands in. The runners go on the throw down to second base. Will be cut off by Clinton in front of the bag, and that's a good move there. Wasn't going to be there in time. The throw was coming in low, and so cut it off and try to prevent any possible damage. 1-0, I believe, the count to Liskey. Here comes. Gets inside, rips it fouled on the first base, third base line, rather. It's 1-1. Liskey, of course, ground out to shorter last time up back in the first. WMIX Sports social media questions still on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Runner on second. Here comes the pitch on the way, lifted foul behind, and it's going to be 1-2. Which college or pro team do you love to see lose the most, I believe, was the question today. I'm sure there were a lot of Cubs answers.
Cincinnati Reds also.
Mine's the Reds or the Giants. Here comes. And this one's going to be ripped down the left field line, a fair ball, and that's going to be trouble. Coming around to score, it'll be Hannah Young, and the second base will stroll Liskey, and she gets an RBI double to make it 5-0.
And Nashville bats right now pulling a lot of pitches. A lot of their hits are in the center of the left field now, and pitch is getting up in the zone, and Lance Bolt is going to make a visit to the mound.
Or the Bears. I do not like to see the Bears win.
It's a popular question because everybody is joining in right now on that question.
Actually, for a Cardinal fan, I actually probably like the Cubs too much.
Here's the problem that I said, which I said on the air, is the fact that the pitching change, Celtic Guyavan's going to come in, is that the fact that if the Cubs are such a rival with the Cardinals, how come the Cubs haven't enjoyed as much success against the Cardinals as the Cardinals have? You can't be a rival unless you're, I know they're by location, they are a rivalry, and that's the way it is, but, you know, right. And the Cubs haven't had that success.
Breaking the action is powered by the Medicine Shop, where customer service is our top priority. It's the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mount Vernon, 2339 Broadway. Chris, Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. It is a 5-0 Nashville lead as Celtic Guyavan will come into pitch. Here for the Lady Rams.
32 answers already on that Facebook question.
We need more.
Still rolling in.
We need more. Keep them coming. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Or tweet us your answer. We're on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports.
We have an LA Angels response.
Huh. Nice.
That'll get some people.
Already some exception to me saying that about the Bears.
Who would say that?
Quite a few. Got
Okay.
a few texts on that. Which got it, I mean, that was its intention.
Well, if they want to take exception, they can post their answer.
That's true. At Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Snead steps in, doubled, and scored back in the second. Has an RBI chance for the runner on second base here. Val tips one on the 1-0 to become 1-1. Actually, as a Colts guy, I don't necessarily have a rival that I want to see lose in football. I don't like the Raiders at all. Other than that,
sport's a little tougher.
Yeah, there's really nobody. Even college, I guess it's just great as the first pitch.
No longer because they're not even in the same conference.
So it's like now, who do I care about losing? It's tough. 2 balls and a strike to the first baseman, Snead, with a runner on second. She'll lift one foul. That should scoot out of play, and we'll do it again on the 1-2. 2-2 now. Ridley Lake College Player of the Game. We'll look for one of those in our post-game show. Ridley Lake College can save you thousands of your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. Next pitch from Kelby Kay will be a ball high. So a full count to Snead. Runner on second and nobody out at the top of the third. Nashville scored 2 more to take a 5-0 lead. And here comes another pitch. This one's going to be blooped. Paige Clinton will get it on the skin of the dirt and make the grab for the first down. None too shallow.
Well, that's what Mount Vernon needed. Need 2 more of those to get out of this inning, giving up only those 2 runs. Keeping it 5-0 is what Guyavan's job is now.
trying to limit the damage. Runner on second. In steps the right-handed bat of Emily Thompson. Pops it up left side. Clinton will make a tough play coming from behind the third base bag.
Willie Mays Hayes on us there with the catch around the waist. Don't know what was going on there. It worked out for the best.
2 outs now. Jordy Hari will stand in, the lefty slapper. Wow, what a day.
Yeah.
It's one of those days.
You're kind of in a rut.
Yeah, a little bit. Pitch misses high. I just want to know to Hari. We all have our bad days.
Yeah, that's right.
Got up too early. Here comes. This one's going to be popped up on the bunt. Great grab behind the dish by Rachel Wright. The Lady Rams get out of the inning, only allowing 2 runs. 5-0 Nashville. Through 2.5. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
How do the best continue to get better? Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. We're no different than any team. When you're at the top of your game, the best want to play for you. That's why, with the addition of our new shop foreman and the rest of our body shop crew, Landers now has a combined experience of over 70 years in dealing with the best parts and repair finishes on the market. This means when you walk into Landers, you can breathe a little easier knowing that your vehicle will receive the best quality repair by the best certified technicians within a reasonable amount of time. Again and again, we work directly with most insurance companies and have loaners and rental vehicles on site for your convenience. We're proud to not only be the standard, but to keep raising the bar in collision repair. Come meet the staff, take a tour of our facilities, and get to know the Landers crew that Landers Collision has so proudly acquired. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Give us a call, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
Back to Lady Rams softball on WMIX, WMIXsports.com. 5-0 Nashville as we head to the bottom of the third. It'll be Stewart, Wright, and Clinton for the Lady Rams as the first pitch to Alexis from Shea Hari. Looks like it missed low and away. So 1-0 is the count to get us started from Alexis Stewart. On the outfield today for Lance Bolt. She'll swing and miss at the 1-0. Makes it a 1-1 count here with Wright on deck. Rachel Wright, the freshman catcher. Here in the home half of the third inning, it was a leadoff homer by Winchester that got the scoring started again in inning number 3. A couple more base hits. Now Nashville leads 5-0 as a 1-1 swung on a miss for 1-2. Mini First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. More on them after the pitch, and it's going to be swung on and missed. That will be back-to-back strikeouts as Hari closed out the second with a backwards gate and opens up the third with the frontwards.
Hari, a veteran of the circle. Not a lot of phases here. Not a thrower anymore, but a pitcher.
And in steps Rachel Wright. She will look a strike across the inside corner. The right-hander falls behind 0-1.
This strike call is from the Garrison School of Umpiring.
Next one coming. Just catches the outside corner, and quickly the count is not a 2-0.
It's the vocal strike, and then the rest of us find out.
Yep. With a ground ball through the right side, will see its way through. Nobody covered the first base bag, so there will not be a play from right field, though the throw is made. And that'll be a one-out single for Rachel Wright. Hard hit off the bat.
Well, and that's a good start. Mount Vernon needs to chip away at this. Down 5, but it's only the third. A lot of opportunities left.
Second Chance Auto, of course, is one of our fine sponsors on Lady Rams Athletics. Largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced at $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. We'll have courtesy runner on the base pass. Again, a hoodie. It tours us from knowing who it is. As Paige Clinton will stand in with a runner on first and one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Lady Rams trailing 5-0 to the defending 2A state champs, the Nashville Hornettes. Next one on the way to Clinton shows bunt pulls back. Runner's going. Throw is going to be just off of the mark. We'll have a collision at second base, but unable to advance will be the courtesy runner, and it'll be a runner in scoring position.
Double base. Those of you worried, we're inside. No rain on us. We have sense enough to stay out of the rain here. And at home at the other park across the way.
We appreciate Wes Plummer for coming to let us in. Otherwise, we would have been out in that rain.
That would have been no fun. Well, here it comes. Fouled off by Clinton. Not a trash bag in the world for that. Nope. Had to break out the FootJoy and whatnot out of the golf bag to go from there. 1-2 is the count here on Paige Clinton, and a well-timed reminder by our wonderful home plate umpires. Clinton's going to lift one to left. That's going to be trouble for Nashville. On the run, the center fielder, Deering, can't come off with it. This could score a run for the Lady Rams. Here comes the run to the plate. The throw not in time. Clinton will stroll into third with an RBI double. Nice job. I mean, that ball got after an odd pattern and route to the ball by the center fielder for Nashville. Allowed that ball to drop, and Clinton gets a lot on that one, gets an RBI out of the deal. The Lady Rams got it down to 5-1, and that's momentum with a runner at third and one out. No doubt about that. Tony Welch, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon, brings you our scoreboard updates when we have them. Log on to TonyWelch.com or find that white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state. The pitcher, Cuiava, stands in with a runner on third and only one out here in the inning. I believe took a first pitch ball, though. Gets ahead of the count. 1 ball, no strikes with the runner on third. Lady Rams trying to threaten themselves here in the home half of the third, trying to answer some of those Nashville runs. They now trail 5-1. I think if we had to, I could probably get hooked up enough with my friends here from Nashville that we'd probably have umbrellas all around us and over us if we had to. I think I could get it done, make something happen. As Cuiava's going to send one foul down the first base side. Great effort by Sneed, the junior. Won't be able to come up with it. Oh, I know there's an umbrella down the first base line. And that's not an umbrella. That's kind of like a pavilion. I mean, I've never seen an umbrella that big, but it's down there on the Nashville side of the dugout. Man, that thing's huge. That could cover a hole and a half on a golf course. You bet it would. Dry off the softball, Will Shehari. Just a pestering rain. Those of us that play golf know this would be the pestering rain. You have to keep things out because it gets wet. And this one will be sent foul. The count's 1-2. Kelby Cuiava battling Shehari here, a senior versus a senior. The senior Paige Clinton on third base in the home half of the third inning, a 5-1 ball game. Nashville on top in Game 1. Game 2 is still to come. You're on WMIX. This one's sent foul toward the playground. We'll do it again. 2 youngsters heading to the playground about got shot. That ball hit directly 2 steps behind them. And they had no clue what was coming at them. Got to pay attention, youngsters. Yeah, probably not the best place. Cuiava stays alive. Continues to foul off pitches, and a good at bat now for Kelby K. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios is driven by Ford Square. 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon. See the all-new redesigned 2013 Lincoln MKZ at Ford Square, or view them online at FordSquare.com. 1-2, it's going to be a ground ball, could score a run. Ari will make the play over to first, and that's going to be a 4-3 ground-out RBI. Good for Mount Vernon. Another RBI, another run. Kelby driving in that run, hitting it to the right side. 5-2. Nice job by Mount Vernon to come back to this one. Cut this lead down to 3 runs. And that'll bring in the DP, Hannah Wright, with the bases empty and 2 outs in the third, but the Lady Rams answer the 2 Nashville runs. It's a 5-2 ball game. 2 runs in the top half of the inning, I should say that, or they're answering the first 2 runs from the top of the first. Pitch on the way to Wright. She will send this to first base. That was picked up in fair ground, and that's a good play, good wherewithal from Nellie Sneed. That'll end the inning. Lady Rams get 2 on the board. It's 5-2 Nashville. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ida. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
You're listening to Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
The top of the fourth we go from the Cusimano Sports Complex. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. As for Nashville, it'll be the top of the order with Nicole Deering, Kylie Pelker, and Shea Hari in the face of the new Lady Ram pitcher. I believe it to be Little.
Yep, freshman coming in. Here, state champs 2A. Have fun with them.
So the freshman Casey Little will take over and get to face the top of the Nashville order with Nicole Deering. Deering, of course, has been on twice today. She singled and scored in the first, walked in the second. Now gets to face the left. He slept. Defense ready as the infielders come in. This one's going to Plinko foul down the first base line, just out of the box. Love those wheels on Deering. Yeah. Quick strike. Sarah Saleh of Country Financial is one of our Rams Booster sponsors. Of course, Country Financial, what's your idea of financial security? You get a one-on-one relation. Yeah, I'll have to redo that. Bad time for the iPad to die on me. Here it comes. My apologies, Sarah.
I had an update today on the old smartphone. I haven't had one of those in months.
How about you get a one-on-one relationship and a plan to meet your goals with Sarah Staley, Country Financial. Country Financial, what's your idea of financial security? So the count is 2-1. Nicole Deering, of course, fouled one off to try to slap her way on the very first pitch she saw from the freshman Casey Little, and now Little pulls the string. There's 2 balls and 2 strikes to the center fielder for Gypsy Winnie's Hornettes.
Nice little change up there.
It was. See what happens on 2-2. Here it comes. Ooh.
First base coach is not hands-on over there.
Making Wayne or worse.
He's trying to catch that big orange ball and don't work out here. The little yellow one.
First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams here on WMIX. 5 yards and cutting branches, that's more than anyone else, as the next pitch will miss high, and I have a full count here on the senior, Nicole Deering. Where's it going? Going to miss outside, and that'll be a leadoff walk. So good plate appearance there by Nicole Deering. Give the freshman credit for trying to battle.
Worked that into a nice little at-bat.
So Pelker will stand in. She walked and then had a sac fly RBI, as of course Deering is going to go. You knew that was going to happen.
If Deering gets on, whether it's by single or by walk, it's almost like a triple. She's not going to stay at one base very long.
Pelker shows bunt, drops it foul. So runner on second for the Hornets with nobody out. They lead 5-2 here in the top half of the fourth inning. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We'll look for a Red Lake College player of the game in this one. At Red Lake College, you can save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu and find out which of the more than 100 degree or certificate programs is right for you. It's going to be a pitch inside. The plate goes away. To third base will go Deering, and so Nashville threatens again.
As I said, if Deering gets on, goes from a walk to a triple.
Incredible.
Local sectional this year, local postseason play on this side of the bracket for Hornets more after this pitch. It's one of those deals where Nashville will play at the Pinckneyville Regional. Then that regional winner advances to the DuQuoin sectional. If you win there, you go to the Benton Super, hosted at Red Lake College, so local stuff.
Pitch on the way to Pelker is going to be lifted into right center field. We'll have a throw in.
Sac fly RBI.
That is, I believe that's Wilson now out there in right.
Yep, one out. Nashville will get another one back. Second sac fly RBI for Pelker in the game. A couple of deep flyouts for her. Her game is line drives and getting the ball on the ground, letting her wheels do the work.
6-2, Nashville on top. In steps Hari, and pitcher Little doesn't appear to want too much part of that.
Hari wishes she could have that pitch back. That was in her wheelhouse. She let one go by there.
I don't know if there's not much not in her wheelhouse. She'll foul tip one on the 1-1.
And Little, give her credit. She's battling in here, a freshman, against a bunch of veterans from Nashville. playing in the spotlight and the limelight. She did a great job battling here early on. So the lefty, Shea Hari, gosh, at the plate. Ooh, rips one foul. This is going to the JV field to our left, and that'll be another loud strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hari. With 1 out here in the 4th, Nashville takes a 6-2 lead on the sac fly RBI by Kylie Felker. That's scored Nicole Deering, who walked. Baseball practice is over. Yes, it is. Rams are back in action on Monday as the 1-2 pitch slips outside in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They'll travel to Jackson County to take on the Murfreesboro Red Devils. Pregame is 4:15. First pitch is 4:30. Right here on WMIX. Right by Doc Mancini Field. Baseball field there. Never been there. 2-2 coming. Going to be ripped into right field. Wow, what a worm burner that was from Shea Hari. Killed a bunch of them heading out there. A bowl of smoke. She'll get a courtesy runner. Yep, Murfreesboro High School. Been there many a time for many a things. See who this courtesy runner is going to be. She may not get one. May not want one. No. There is a courtesy runner, number 10. We'll get his name for you shortly. Little right now pitches ball 1 high and away. Runner stays there at first, though. Not much going on. It's people getting some looks here in this cloudy, rainy, misty, overcast day. Lady Rams down now 6-2. And Little on the hill with the runner at first. Here it comes. Pitch on the way. The 1-0 is going to drop in there for a strike. It evens the count at 1-1. Wrote down the single for Winchester, not Hari. So the 1-1 is going to be high. Elliott will take second base. Courtesy runner, of course, for the pitcher Hari. And I believe it to be now a 2-1 count to the catcher Winchester, who homered her last time up. What a homer it was. They're glad to have her back in the Nashville lineup. 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. It's going to roll in there. Into the mid, I should say, not into the zone. It's a 3-1 count. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio. Here comes the next one on the way, fouled off. Full count now to Winchester, and give the freshman credit for trying to battle here. Mm-hmm. Full count offering is going to be a ground ball to short. Clinton will come up with it, fires across the diamond in time, and now advance the runner to the third base. As Elliott goes over there, and there's 2 outs on the board. Yeah, good play. Anytime you got a quick play, an infielder on a day like today where that ball's getting wet all the time, muddy, you make those plays that look like that hard turn easy because of the play there. As in steps Hannah Young, takes the first pitch ball, gets ahead of the count here 1-0. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of Rams and Lady Rams Athletics. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC, 5 Jefferson County branches as they continue to expand. Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Young, the batter, with 2 outs, the runner on third. Pitch in round. Like it missed inside. It should be a hitter's count of 3-0. Chilly day for softball, but glad to have you with us on WMIX. It's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Hannah Young, and that'll bring in Abby Liskey, who had an RBI double her last time. It's 6-2, Nashville on top here in the 4th. Game 1 of a doubleheader. We'll have the second one coming your way immediately following the conclusion of this first game in our Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Pitch on the way is going to be ripped in left center. Could drop for a base hit. That'll score another run on the RBI. And what a great piece of hitting by Liskey as she has 2 runs batted in today. Just a pitch up in the zone and drove that in the left center field. Also has a couple RBIs as well for her work so far in this first game. And now you get down to the slap hitter part of the order. 7-2, Nashville on top. Pitch is going to bounce around for a first pitch ball to Nellie Sneed, who's 1 of 2 today. She doubled and scored in the second. She popped up to shorter last time up and has 2 aboard with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Hornets are trying to
Get this one out of reach. This is going to bounce around. 2-0.
Security's lacking.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 2 on and 2 out in the top of the fourth. Pitch on the way. Going to catch the outside corner for a strike. Thank goodness for consistent strike zone to be able to figure out what this guy's doing.
Yeah.
One of my faves. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch on the way. It's going to miss. The count will work full, I believe. Here in the top of the fourth, a 7-2 ball game. Rams catcher Colin Young going to take this one in. Just saw Rams pitcher Tyler Ellis somewhere. They have a 2 on for the Hornets. They try to add some more, and this is going to be a walk.
Trouble brewing here. Nashville trying to turn this into a big inning, and immediately as I say that, Lance Bolt will head out to the circle.
This break in the action is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Of course, customer service always their top priority.
A day where everybody gets to throw.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, as they change pitchers, we'll take a break. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
Spring is here, and just about everyone wants to be more mobile. Stop by TMS Mobility, a division of the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, for all your mobility product needs. They carry a large selection of scooters, wheelchairs, and so much more. Best of all, you can rent them by the day, week, or month. The staff at TMS Mobility can take care of billing your insurance, too. TMS also carries a large selection of vehicle lifts for your scooter. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area. It's a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
TMS Mobility, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
Well, our apologies on that. As the Lady Rams changed pitchers, Kelby did not need many warm-up pitches, so first pitch seen by Thompson was sent to center field, and that ended the threat as the Hornets stranded the bases loaded in the fourth. We're going to keep it here between innings right now, just so I don't snafu again. 7-2 is your score. Lady Rams trail here. They'll send up Wilson, Hobson, and Garner in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank welcomes you back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Any changes in Lance Bolt's batting order. The Lady Rams, of course, are 6-8 on the year. Nashville comes in 23-3 with all 3 of their losses in Mississippi River. How about River to River, Mississippi?
2 to Pinckneyville.
How about that? They beat DuQuoin 3-2.
Yeah.
Lost to Carterville once. Yep. Carterville's won like 5,000 straight. They're on
they've been on fire since they've been on the Saturday Sports Show.
Yeah. So it'll be a right-hander Wilson to get us started against the lefty Hari. Trying to make something happen in the bottom half of the fourth inning. It's going to be a first pitch strike across the plate taken by Wilson, and she falls behind 0-1. Apparel, trophies, plaques, banners, and signs, all stars and stitches. If you can put a logo on it, they can probably print it. See Big Dave, just west of Benton High School. Or call 435-5555 as Wilson got a piece of the Hari pitch, but sent it foul down the third base line and falls behind now 0-2. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX. Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio, doing a fine job as always. 0-2 on the way, going to miss high, and it's a 1-2 count now. So Lauren Wilson with Hobbs on deck, Garner to follow, and maybe Ashley S. should anything happen here in the Lady Rams fourth. Game number 1, we'll have both of them for you here on WMIX. Here comes the pitch on the way. Called third strike on the outside corner, first down of the inning. Third strikeout for Shea Hari.
Nice location. Nice location on that pitch.
Sorts in here. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios taking it on a different shape today. First pitch seen by Hobson's going to miss outside. The right-hander gets ahead of the count here. 1 ball, no strikes.
Kind of go along with the weather, the mist, the rain, the cloudy, cool, breezy day that we're having kind of gets everybody out of sorts.
The all-new redesigned 2013 Ford Fusions at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. See their inventory online at FordSquare.com. This one's going to be lifted to second base. Hits the ground. Hari picks it up and fires over to first. Jordy Hari makes the play, and 4-3 is your second.
That was a tough play made easy. That ball had a lot of backspin on it when it bounced down on the ground finally over the pitcher's head. Boy, Hardy made a great play. Fight that spin off and made it a clean play over there at first.
That'll bring in Mallory Garner. Bases are empty with 2 outs. Bottom half of the fourth. Nashville on top, 7-2. Rams trying to find some offense. Pitch on the way to Garner. She will send this down the right field line. Shading foul. That'll be a loud strike. 0-1 the count. You can find archived broadcasts at WMIXSports.com as well as easy access to social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Encourage you to check that out. Daily scoreboard each day. Track results from yesterday as the running Rams went yet another.
One Marion relays.
Wasn't even
that
close.
relay has been there for years. That's a traditional one on everybody's schedule. You get some teams from the Metro East and around that come down to that meet.
Pretty good one. It's going to be sent right back to the pitcher, Shea Hari. She'll make the play. So back-to-back defensive plays by the 2 Haris will end the threat here in the fourth. Not that there was much of one. We are through 4 innings here in Mount Vernon. The Lady Rams trail the Hornettes 7-2. This is Mount Vernon Softball powered by Community First Bank.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties, honest deals, and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Back to Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
Community First Bank of the Heartland has 5 Jefferson County branches. Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. CommunityFirstBank.net, ComFirstBank.net, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. We head to the top of the 5th, game number 1. For the Hornets, we will see 9-1-2. The lefty Jordy Hari will start us off, followed by Nicole Deering and Kylie Pelker in the Nashville lineup. So we'll see a different picture of sorts for the Lady Rams.
America is a nation on...
Identifying that. Of course, it is the top of the hour. We'll identify ourselves as WMIX Mount Vernon, Marion, Cape Girardeau, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Worldwide at WMIXSports.com or find our station website at WMIX94.com. So Hari will get us started in the top half of the 5th inning here from the Cusimano Sports Complex. As Hari thought she was going to have one, dropped down.
That ball was floating outside, and I thought it was going to come back to her. It just kind of matriculated out there on the outside strike zone. Whiffed at that bunt attempt.
That'll happen. So Hari stands back into the box here in the 5th. Slap one right back to the pitcher. She'll fire over to first base and 1-3. Ridley College Player of the Game will come your way in our post-game show. Ridley College can save you thousands in your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you, as this will bring in Nicole Deering. You do not want her aboard. 1 out, nobody on for Deering. 1-0 is the count. You're in the top half of the 5th of a 7-2 ball game.
The slap hitters at the bottom up to the top, and you roll around and you bring the bats of Pelker, Hari, and Winchester through. I mean, it is a lineup that never seems to end as far as the offense goes.
This one's going to be ripped into center. Shouldn't be a problem for Rush. She'll make the grab. 2 away for the Hornets for Pelker.
Too much air on that slap. Need to get that ball down on the ground, line drive.
So the right-handed Pelker will stand in. She Has a pair of runs batted in on the sacrifice. So Haley Shelf is your pitcher. Freshman. Here comes the pitch on the way to Pelker. She's going to rip this one into left. I don't know if there's enough real estate there, but a great play made by Summer House. Wow. 1, 2, 3 go the Lady Rams in the fifth through 5. It's 7-2 Nashville. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
More Americans are on a move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next red weather. For this afternoon, periods of rain, high 58. Periods of rain continuing tonight, low 52. Warmer Sunday with clouds and sunshine, high 66. Tomorrow night, low 48. Partial sunshine, pleasant and warmer for Monday, high 76. And Tuesday, partly sunny, warm for a high 82. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Lady Rams Softball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to the Cusimano Sports Complex. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio. Couldn't do without the help of Second Chance Auto Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Credit approval right over the phone without leaving your home. 244-4582. Second Chance Auto Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Your home for the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in one location. As we head to this top half of the sixth, I believe Hari, Winchester, and Young, barring any changes. Actually, no, we head to the bottom half of the fifth. Bottom of the order, S. Stewart and Wright, barring any changes in Lance Bolt's lineup. Not that we would know, because it's a hoodie type of day.
Yeah, there will be no changes here unless somebody gives us information, because no numbers on the back of the hoodie makes it a difficult task in softball.
So it'll actually be Colleen Scoble to lead us off. Took a first pitch strike in the outside corner, now swings and misses, and it's 3-2. As the Lady Rams trail the Hornettes in the bottom of the fifth by a 7-2 score. We'll have game number 2 coming your way a few moments after this one. Here comes the pitch on the way, and it'll just catch the outside corner for a strikeout. So another strikeout today for Hari.
Loud and clear in Eureka, Illinois, by the way, on the AM side.
Really?
Yep.
I don't even want to know. Well, that's the boyhood home of Andy Underwood, a good friend of WMIX Sports. First pitch on the way is going to miss outside for 1-0.
A long way for that signal to travel.
It is.
Peoria last night.
Gets there. Eureka near Peoria. You have to go through Eureka to get to that one town the Rams went to, like Metamora, back in 07. Ooh, that's an experience unlike any other. 1-1 on the way, and it slips outside. Catches the corner somehow.
Well, 1-2. You know, this rain on and off, kind of got some spurtability to it. Spits a little out, quits, spits a little out, quits. You know, we're kind of playing around it right now.
Playing around indeed. So 1 and 2 is the count here in this spot in the order. Again, hoodies posing their problem today. Changes are made in the lineup. Should have stayed down below. Swung on a miss on the 1-2, and that'll be another strikeout in the inning for Shea Hari.
To be truly honest, it's not that chilly out there, but to each their own.
Wayne Hari called me a real man for wearing flip-flops today.
That's like I can tell you a lot of things I don't think a real man would be, but
I've never been accused of being such. Wright will stand in. Here in the inning. Nobody on, 2 outs for the Lady Rams. Here in the bottom half of the fifth, trailing 7-2. Hari trying to strike out the side. As the next pitch will miss low and away to Rachel Wright, the freshman catcher.
Oh, it's just enough rain to make everything a little treacherous out there, especially infield. You got mud, a little bit of mud to deal with. The outfield, the ball's going to hit, skid maybe more than the hop due to the wet grass.
As Wright will get a piece of it, tap it down to the third base side, picked up by Young, fires across. And 5-3 sets the Lady Rams down in order through 5. It's 7-2 Nashville. This is Lady Rams softball powered by Community First Bank. And we welcome you back. Lady Rams softball, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back in our Mount Vernon studio as we head to the top of the sixth inning for Nashville. Should be 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, Pelker's the last one. Flew out in the top of the fifth. We head here to the top of the sixth. Nashville looking to maybe get a crooked number on here, ended at 6. Vernon Lady Rams would like to get 3 and get back to the dugout here, non-conference game. Nashville, of course, in that regional at DuQuoin, or I should say at Pinckneyville to start with, and DuQuoin, and then the Ren Lake sectional before advancing to East Peoria. That's how the way goes on this side of the bracket in Class 2A, the teams that most people around this neck of the woods are familiar with. And Hari's been a warrior on so many levels and so many big games over her career at Nashville. No kidding. Pair of state championships in less than a calendar year. Hari will stand in. First pitch from Shelf. Drops in there for a strike on the outside corner, so Hari falls behind 0-1. She was the 7th run of the ball game back in the 4th inning. Here we are at the top of the 6th of Game 1. We'll have Game 2 coming your way after this. Tony Welp, State Farm Insurance, provides you with scoreboard updates. So, how many updates rolling in? We're on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We'll try to get some updates in a moment as Hari rips one deep in the right field. And that is going to be a home run. Wow, that ball was moonshot. Yep. I mean, an absolute moonshot. I mean, it was not a matter of did she have enough. It was a matter of how far it was going to be, and it cleared the fence here easily at the Cusimano Sports Complex. 8-2 now your score after the big blast by Shea Hari over the right field wall. Looks like she had a sandwich in hand as high as that one. I mean, she dropped her hands in and pulled that pitch up in the air just like a left-hander would on that low inside pitch. Easier for the lefties to get to than the right-hander. Taking some Rennegarby lessons, apparently. As the first pitch to Winchester will miss high, and it's a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes here in the top of the 6th as Nashville scores another. Shelf's pitch on the way, and this one's going to be lifted in the center. On the run as Micaiah rushes and shades towards right center, and what a great play on a dive. So there's your first out on a heck of a play by Micaiah Rush. That was a great play. She had to turn on the jet to get there in the first place, and it had to stretch out parallel to the ground and make that catch, and the ball stayed in the glove. What a nice play by Rush in center field. Seems like the sun's trying to pop out. I believe that it is. Could make things interesting as the right-handed batter, Hannah Young, will stand in. She has reached base all 3 times today via different means. She struck out, but got to first on a pass ball back in the first. Singleton scored in the 3rd, and back in the 4th, she walked. And now this one's going to be sent deep in the left field. Hobson makes the play, and will be your second out of the inning. Long, loud out that quietly drops into the glove. As long as the park holds them, those fly balls will work. Of course, Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Find him online at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with State Farm. Nice pitch ripped by Liskey over to third base. Good play by Garner on the reaction. Fires over to first in time. We are through 5.5, but Nashville strikes again. It's 8-2 Hornets. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank. It's the truth. From our 5 locations in Jefferson County, the debit cards tied to local schools that we offer, the dozens of scholarships we provide to local youth, and even our president who sits at the front door. The Community First Bank difference is apparent. Our mission as Jefferson County's premier community bank is to provide the best customer service around. Stop by one of our 5 locations and experience true personal banking. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski at the Cusimano Sports Complex. Lady Rams softball. They trail 8-2 against the defending 2A state champion Nashville Hornettes. Bottom of the 6th we go, where we will see the top of the order. It'll be Paige Clinton, Kelby Quiava, Hannah Wright. Barring any changes, any unforeseen changes to Lance Bolt's lineup. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams. Here on WMIX, also the Lady Rams as well. Sun is out. No kidding. That's a first pitch strike across the plate to the senior shortstop, Paige Clinton. Mount Vernon Dix, Woodlawn and I at Community First Bank has 5 Jefferson County locations to serve you, or worldwide at comfirstbank.net. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. Comebacker backs the pitcher, Hari. Pulls her out of the circle, but she makes a nice play over to first base, and that's her first out of the 6th.
Try slot in the King City. Lasts probably about 30 minutes or so. If the rain comes the direction it looks like it is.
Interestingly enough, Kelby Kay will stand in. Takes the first pitch ball outside. Gets ahead of the count here 1-0. Second Chance Auto, another of our fine sponsors. Largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Welcome. Actually, no. Like a strike on the inside corner, but I don't think he rung it up.
No, it wasn't. High is in tight.
So 2-0 is the count here to Kelby Kuyava. Hari fires again. This one's going to be a soft roller down the first base side. Tag applied by Sneed. A little bit of contact there down the foul line, and that'll be 2 away.
Wasn't much of a concession there. Kuyava ran through her, and Sneed looking around laughing. She kind of took, I don't think she was expecting that kind of a run-in, but held on to the softball. That's why you use 2 hands, children.
Fundamentally sound is DC. Of course, that's one of our many pet peeves. In the world of baseball and softball, when 2 hands are not applied or used.
When you make money doing it, then you can do what you want. When you're not making money, you need to do the fundamentals.
Next one to Hannah Wright. Swung on a miss.
Quiet fan base below, more of a social gathering today than much of anything else.
Another one zipped. 2 strikes now on the batter, Hannah Wright. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning, a 7-2, 8-2 Nashville lead. Of course, what you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan to meet your goals with your Country Financial representative in Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley. One of our fine booster sponsors. We appreciate Sarah Staley for supporting Lady Rams Athletics here on WMIX. Pitch on the way to right is going to be sent into left field, and a nice fundamental play on a dive by Emily Thompson. And that'll set the Lady Rams down in order. To the 7th we go. It's 8-2 Nashville. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, Jerry Newman. Does State Farm offer more discounts to more drivers?
Yep, like the good driver discount.
So it's for good, but not great drivers.
No, Jerry. There's also the multi-line discount.
For calling from multiple lines while driving.
You should never use a phone while driving.
I only make calls from my car when I'm stuck in a ditch or something.
Are you in a ditch?
Yes, I am.
State Farm offers more discounts to more drivers than any other insurance company. Get to a better state.
One more reason to call State Farm agent Tony Wilton Mount Vernon at 242-1421.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Beth Conrarty to their medical staff. Dr. Conrarty specializes in comprehensive pain management using a multidisciplinary team approach by working with other specialists for optimal diagnosis and treatment of pain. Dr. Conrarty will treat most conditions of the spine, including management of cancer pain. Dr. Beth Conrarty, helping to make life better day after day at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois in Mount Vernon. Call 618-242-3778.
You're listening to Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
That's mileage. And, hey, we welcome you back to the Cusimano Sports Complex. We head to the 7th for the Hornettes of Nashville, the defending 2A state champions. It'll be Nellie Sneed, Emily Thompson, who made a great defensive play to end the Lady Rams 6th, and Jordy Hari. It's the bottom of the order. Shelf out to pitch another inning, and looks like she got a strike on the outside corner to the left-handed batter. I believe even the count at 1-1. 0-2? 1-1.
Pay attention kind of day.
Yep, we're out of sorts up here.
Sun's out. Nice day.
Ground ball, second base side, no problem for Emily Bora. She'll fire to first, and 4-3 is your first out.
Imagine that, if Bora made a play at first without an error. Seriously? For Big Brother, to her? No way.
WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Online at Foursquare.com. View their new and pre-owned inventory online. All makes and models. To view at Foursquare.com. A foul ball down the first base side. No chance for either the first baseman or the catcher to make a play. And so it'll be a 0-1 count for Emily Thompson with Jordy Harvey high on deck. Yeah, it's not a good day.
Counterhead. Jody Howie. Jody Howie on deck. Get the Chatterhead going.
Softly hit ground ball down the third base side. A little bit of trouble there for the third base.
I think we're going to give it a hit. I don't think she throws her out even if she fields it cleanly. That's one of those you have to be alert of the spin. And the way that ball was going, I think you know if she's going to make it even if you pick it up. So you might want to let that one roll a little bit, see if it would have went foul.
We'll see another right. Wait.
No, this is not Jordy.
That is not Jordy at all.
No, without a left-hand. She's Jordy's left-hand hitter. That gives it away first. This is number 1 listed for the Hornets, coming in for a pinch-hitting appearance.
Unfortunately, not the most organized day in WMIX sports history, as the next pitch will sail inside with a runner on.
Nashville up 8-2. Trying to get another win. Looking for their 24th and 25th wins of the season today. Are the Hornets.
This one will be fouled off towards the playground. Need some help on that.
Well, what kind of name do you have there? Do I have to help you out?
Yes.
Oh. Czerwinski. I don't know why that's so hard.
Words with friends at 186 points. Without any bonus, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Czerwinski strikes out.
Oh, now we don't have to worry about it.
Somebody can text me. I think that's what it is. It kind of looks like mine. Buy some confidence and throw in a couple of outs and you got it.
Seriously.
And we got another pitch hitter coming up for the Hornets here. So we'll see what this one is. Number 20. Can you handle that one?
Yeah, she should have to be on my roster.
Well, you know, you can't have everything. I hear iPads work better without Oakley.
Well, there's some issues here. Yeah, as that'll be a strike called on the outside corner.
Another left-hand hitter in the bunch. Nice for softball teams. You have this many flat-hitting left hitters.
A daily Buchanan. This one will be fouled off to the opposite field. It's handwritten on this particular roster.
Oh, it's handwritten?
Yeah, it's Buchanan.
Like Larry Chicken Scratch? Is that
no, that's actually my boy Trey Myers, Chicken Scratch.
There you go. He's down there, not in the rain anymore, but we gave him some trash bags, so he's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of energy down there.
My goodness. Full wired for me on the Saturday, as this will be right up the middle off the bat of Buchanan. First and second now for Nashville here. In this top of the 7th, they lead 8-2.
He has some caffeinated beverage, and he has
he learned from his Uncle Bo.
Uncle Bo has had caffeinated energy drinks, too. Let's see if Nashville is going to get a pinch hitter. That's another pinch hitter. Number 10. Pelker's not hitting.
This is Elliott.
All right, we're getting better. You can handle that?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's Washington County for Elliott.
Two T's.
Yes. 2 L's, 2 T's. There you go. As long as you can handle these national names like Elliott, that's not a problem.
Yeah, no kidding. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Visit them worldwide at ComFirstBank.net. 5 Jefferson County branches for responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Let them be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. Ground ball to short. Not much of a play option there for H. Clinton.
No.
So that'll be an infield single.
Infield single where that was at, there's no way you're going to throw Elliott out. Her speed down that first base line. And on a slow track like it is today here at the Derby, it's going to be tough to try to get to a ball and throw somebody out. But the slow track and the runner down the line some wheels. But Hari will bat in this.
Right, not really who you want here. You're the Lady Rams.
No, you pinch hit, and then you get Hari. Okay.
So 2 outs. Bases are loaded in the top of the 7th. Nashville on top by a score of 8-2. Here comes the pitch on the way from Shelp, and Shane's going to rip this one into the glove for a good play. 4-3 over inside the side as the Hornets strand the bases loaded. It's 8-2 Nashville. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday Sports Show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back. Lady Rams softball. Last chance coming up for Mount Vernon. They trail Nashville 8-2, the defending 2A softball state champs. Doubleheader today. We'll have game 2 coming your way before you know it. So, for the Lady Rams will be Lauren Wilson to start, Summer Hobson, followed by Mallory Garner. Again, barring any changes to the Lady Rams lineup. First pitch from Shea Hari is going to be a ground ball to short, picked up, fired across, and 6-3 will be the first out. The Lady Rams are down to their final 2 outs. Lady Rams softball powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Your community, your choice, your bank. Community First Bank of the Heartland keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. And it'll be a fastball that just misses outside. So 1 ball, no strikes to Summer Hobson with Mallory Garner on deck for Lance Bolt's Lady Rams. They trail 8-2. Here in the last chance, 7th ground ball to short again. 6-3 will be your second out.
Pretty easy. Second out, last hope to keep this one going here for the Lady Rams.
A couple of hard hit balls and a couple of no-problem plays for Kylie Pelker. That could have been an interesting tongue twister in a hurry. So Garner stands in, represents the last chance. Although they would need many more chances, trailing 8-2. 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll have your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show immediately following this. We might take a break. Might be a little strike outside.
20-minute break, 30.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. It's always a guessing game. Schmidt Chevrolet, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Online at SchmidtChevrolet.com. Might be here sooner than you think. Oh, nope. Some troubles off of the circle for Shea Hari on the comebacker for Mallory Garner.
Third hit of the day for the Lady Rams. Don't think she was going to be able to throw her out where that ball was over on that side. She had to pick, and being a left-handed thrower, have to turn and face the bag off that side. That'll bring in Emily Bora now. Runner on, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Lady Rams down 8-2. We'll still have another game after this one here on WMIX. As we near the bottom of the 11 o'clock hour. Normally we're just about 25, 30 minutes into a game by this point, but a rare 10 o'clock start today. Pitch on the way to Bora. Just catches the outside corner with a runner on and 2 gone here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. In the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center. The 2014 Jeep Patriot already there. Check them out at KingCityChrysler.com or look for yourself at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. The pitch that just missed low to Bora. Keeps her alive with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Lady Rams trying to come back. And this one will just miss low and away to the right-handed batter. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even. We'll have a Ridley College player of the game coming, and that's going to be a called third strike on the outside corner, and that's going to end game number 1. Your final score, the Nashville Hornettes 8, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams 2. Your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show is next. This is Lady Rams softball, powered by Community First Bank.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Motor City reclaims its name with the 2013 Chrysler 200. Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The Chrysler 200 has a great classy design. The lines and curves create a precise chisel profile. LED tail lamps eliminate attention to detail, and each Chrysler 200 wheel choice adds a different finishing touch to the vehicle's overall design. Right now, we are offering our own finishing touch with great incentives. Choose $3,000 in customer cash or choose 0% financing for 72 months. Wow! We have over 30 Chrysler 200s in stock, all having been awarded the IIHS Top Safety Pick. Browse our entire inventory at KingCityChrysler.com or come see one of our associates at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, and don't forget to find us on Facebook.
What does technology sound like? Is it the clang of heavy machinery, the beeps and chirps of an electronic gadget? At the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, technology sounds a little something like this.
It's the sound of a young girl excited because her mom's being released the same day as her minimally invasive surgery. Thanks to the Da Vinci surgical robot, our surgeons' hand motions are seamlessly translated into smaller, more precise movements. But surgery isn't the only way Good Samaritan is raising the bar for advanced healthcare in Southern Illinois.
That's the sound of a patient's health record being updated and stored electronically for immediate access by nurses, primary care doctors, and specialists alike. That's why soon, the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center will use all electronic patient health records. Less paper translates to faster, better care for you. And that sounds a little something like this.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday Sports Show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting. This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And we're welcoming you back to the Cusamato Sports Complex. Chris Hugo with you for your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or view their inventory online at SchmidtChevrolet.com. Danny Czerwinski, of course, will be back with us for game number 2. It's going to get started here pretty soon, sooner rather than later. And, of course, we need to run down your Heartland Accounting postgame numbers. Nashville Hornettes had 8 runs on 11 hits with 1 error. The Lady Rams had 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error in a game that took an hour and 32 minutes to complete. Winning pitcher, of course, Shade Hari. Losing pitcher, of course, was Lauren Wilson. So there are your Heartland Accounting postgame stats. Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have your Run Lake College player of the game. This is Lady Rams softball, your final score in game number 1, Nashville 8, Mount Vernon 2. This is Lady Rams softball from WMIX Sports.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next red weather. For this afternoon, periods of rain, high 58. Periods of rain continuing tonight, low 52. Warmer Sunday with clouds and sunshine, high 66. Tomorrow night, low 48. Partial sunshine, pleasant, and warmer for Monday, high 76. And Tuesday, partly sunny, warm for a high 82. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Red Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
Welcome back to the Cusamato Sports Complex. Chris Hugo with you for your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Lady Rams softball, as always, is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We owe you a Red Lake College player of the game, and sometimes that award is easier said than done, but it would seem that here in game number 1 after the Lady Rams fall 8-2, that your player of the game, interesting. We'll give Paige Clinton the player of the game award. She did have an RBI double back in the 3rd and a run scored. So, that said, that is your Red Lake College player of the game. Red Lake College, we can save thousands your college education. Log on to rlc.edu, see which of the more than 100 degree or certificate programs is right for you. Red Lake College, it's time. We will come back at your Landers Collision Center's pregame show here in just a moment. We'll also get to your Central Christian Church batting orders, and we'll try to find some scores from around the area. Some of our games, many games, postponed today. Harrisburg Highland was postponed at Click Park. So we'll see what we have. We'll get you some starting lineups as well. We'll come back. Danny Czerwinski will rejoin for our Landers Collision Center's pregame show. We will instruct our engineer back in the studio to play from the top. This is Lady Rams softball. Come back to Landers Collision Center's pregame show from WMIX.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams softball on WMIX and online at WMIXsports.com. Lady Rams softball has been presented by the official voice of the Lady Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Lady Rams softball on WMIX is also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music. WMIX. Find archived broadcasts of Rams baseball at WMIXsports.com.